Hello everyone. So today we are going to start about the behavior of numbers. So knowing the behavior of numbers. So that will be the lecture today, and we will be trying to see that how, if you know the behavior of the numbers, then it will be easy for you to do the calculations, and also you can have the confidence also to see that whether whatever I have done is correct or not. So coming to the first slide, that is behavior of numbers. So as you see, the behavior will be something. There may be many aspects in which this behavior can be explained. Like first is that you add the digits of the number. So in that case, the behavior will be varying from 1 to 9. So for example, as we have seen that you see, if you take the number 13, so 13 has a behavior of 4. Similarly, 43 has behavior of 7. But many a times it may so happen that the behavior becomes more than 9. So normally what you do is you have when the sum of the digits is more than 9, then you again divide it by 9, and whatever is the remainder, so that way that will be the behavior. In fact, that behavior repeats. So you go from 1 to 9, 10 is 1, 11 is 2, so like that it has a period, something say you can say like of 9. So after every 9 it repeats. So like 59 has 5, then you have 467. If you see, sum is 4 plus 6 plus 7, so it has behavior of 17, that is 8. 579 has 3. So that way that should be known to you. Now what happens that there will be change of behavior when you do the arithmetic calculations. So first of all, let us see that you must have the idea about the behavior, and as you see that you should be very confident in finding the behavior of the number like 43. So 43 will have a behavior of 7, and similarly so you have 43 as 7. You can have 5, 8, 9. It has a behavior of 5 plus 8, because once 9 is there, it means you leave this 9. So 5 plus 8, 13. So it will have behavior of 4. Like you have 6, 8, 7, 5. So if you add this, you will have 14 plus 7, 21, 26. So it will have behavior of 8. You have 5, 8, 4, 3. Similarly, you will have behavior of 2. So you will have the behavior of 2. So that way you have to add these numbers. And so first of all, there is very good stories about these numbers. If you talk about numerology, where people talk about the behavior of people by behavior of numbers. So behavior of people means by their birth date. So if somebody's birth date is 10 say, and if somebody's birth date is 19, so both are of behavior 1. It means you can it is said that there will be match in their behaviors also, in the behavior of people also, like that. So that way this behavior comes. We will see how in other way also many people, you must be seeing that they go for the vehicle registration number of 0001. You see, very powerful people keep like 1. So like chief ministers or ministers, they try to have it 1, because 1 is said to be a very powerful number by behavior. So that way there are many such concepts which are just there is no scientific proof, but that way you define the behavior. So then what you see, that there will be change in the behavior when you go for the addition. So what happens that suppose you are adding the two numbers, like say a number with behavior 1 with 1, so you will have a behavior of number 2. Similarly, a number of behavior 3 once added with behavior 4, so you will have a behavior of 7. So like that, you can see that when you add the two numbers, their behavior changes, and then you can see. So suppose you have added 58 and 59, it has to be, so it is one is 4, another is 5, so its added number must have behavior of 9. So 58 plus 59 is 117, and if you add, it will be 9. So suppose somebody does it mistakenly 127. So all on a sudden he can add, and he can see that, okay, 127, if I have written, it has a behavior of only 1, and it must be 9 only. So that way you can check it. And what you see, that if you add any number, you are adding this 9. In 9 you are adding 1, so it becomes 1. 9 you are adding 2, so it becomes 2, like that. So that way it is so you can see that in 9, whatever you add, its behavior in addition does not change. So it will be 1 itself, or 2 itself, or 3 itself, like that. Then you may go for the behavior change during the multiplication. So as you see, in the multiplication, if you multiply 1 with 1, it is 1, 1 with 2, it is 2. Similarly, 2 with 1, it is 2, 2 with 4, it is 8, 2 with 5, it is 1. Similarly, with 8, it is 2 is 7. And what you see, that if when you multiply 9 with any number, it becomes only 9. So what you see, that normally you can have the examples for this, and we can see that how the addition and the multiplication examples maybe there. Like suppose you add 43 and you add 87, so what you see, it will be 130. You see how behavior is changing. Its behavior is 7, its behavior is 6. So so whole together behavior has to be 13 or 4. You see, it is 4. Similarly, you can have the number like 587, and you have 607. So suppose its behavior is 2 and its behavior is 4. So whatever you add, whatever you are getting, its behavior must be 6. So if you add them, it will be 1194. So you see, if you add, if you see add these digits, it will be having behavior of 6. So that way you can check when you add the numbers. Similarly, if you go for multiplication, so suppose 63 into 5. So suppose you have two numbers, 315 and 325, and suppose 305. Now you have to see that which one is correct. So you see, the 63 has behavior of 9, and this has behavior of 5. Now 9 multiplied with any number in multiplication gives you only 9. So that way, if you see, this number only has 9. So when you do the multiplication yourself, and you are to decide that which one is correct, accordingly, depending upon the behavior of numbers, you can have the correct number. You can come to the correct number. So this is about the behavior of numbers. We will have a practice session in our coming lecture, in the next lecture, where we will see that by having the the concept of this behavior, you can see whether we have done the multiplication correct or not, or addition correct or not. So that we will see in our coming lectures. Thank you very much.